Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discover 8 habits of the Sigma male and everything you need to know about the Sigma male personality. Beyond the binary classification of alpha male and beta male lies several other categories. Of them, Sigma males have become one of the most popular personality types among men. They're extremely avant-garde in their demeanor. Their unconventional perceptions and takes are laced with fierce individualism and creativity. Often the term lone wolf is associated with Sigma males. They are not mindlessly normative, nor are they prone to superficial scrutinization imposed by society. Be it far from them to be snarky or arrogant. Sigma males prefer to play it cool. They create an air of intrigue about themselves that often ends up mystifying the people around them. Conformity, it's beyond them. They redefine stereotypes about male personality traits and recreate them through their own innovative outlooks. The silent confidence of a Sigma male is one of their most prominent traits. In fact, it is commonly said that Sigma males are the less overt versions of alpha males. While alpha males prefer to hold their position on top of the apparent hierarchy, Sigma males, they show little care for it. Sigma males are often in the personality spectrum of an INTJ. However, their introverted behavior is never a sign of weakness. They are courteously detached and have a significantly high IQ. They are erudite and esoteric in their essence. They have an extremely critical and analytical mind. Sometimes, however, it may come off as overbearing or headstrong. Despite showing characteristics of introversion, Sigma males can easily take charge if the situation asks for it. Sometimes they can even sideline alpha males in situations like these. Sigma males like to make well-thought-out decisions instead of, jumping to rash conclusions. In addition to this, their detached, calm, unbiased, and non-partisan personality traits make them quite enigmatic and charming. Hey, and just before we dive further into this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to download your free book to successfully seduce any girl by clicking on the link in the description below. A Sigma male personality check from Hollywood. Want to get a better idea? Let's take a reference here. Remember Tyler Durden from Fight Club? Tyler had a very unconcealed disdain towards the entire hierarchy, and that also involves rejecting the hierarchy of alpha, beta, etc. While he openly condemns the latter, when the need arises, he uses his potential to assume an alpha male role. Oh really? You say. Yes. For him, it was super easy, barely an inconvenience. However, the catch lies in the fact that a Sigma male is very likely to assume their detached air the moment the immediate need is over. A Sigma male will lead aptly, but won't hesitate to abandon the group. Here's a very appropriate quote from the movie. "All the ways you wish you could be? That's me." It is important to understand that one is attracted to Sigma males not only because of their looks, but also their attractive personality, diverse knowledge, and wit. In real life, Keanu Reeves is often deemed as an epitome of a Sigma male. In fact, more often than not, Sigma males are thought to have a rebellious charm looking for redefinition and recreation amidst the age-old social norms and values. They do not lean towards duplicity or pretension, and their entire idea is based on an unshaken ground of them being intimidatingly themselves. They tear down the archetypes and are rarely subservient. The types of jobs that best suit Sigma males include: Number 1, freelance work. Sigma males are incredibly independent and like to be daringly innovative and experimental with their creative side. Whatever they set their mind to, they're very focused on giving it their best shot. In addition to this, they function better on their own terms than on terms of a team. Number 2, entrepreneurship. Leadership is second nature to them, and nothing serves them better than being a creator and a leader by their own means. A Sigma male will use his creative mind space to give the startup the best possible hard work it needs. He will be very dedicated to taking his startup to new heights with nothing but the required amount of effort. His organizational skills play a significant part in the success of the startup. A Sigma male is very reluctant to go with the same old flow. His passion is to be unique in his entirety and break the primordial stereotypes. A Sigma male is barely concerned about how his social presence is perceived. While alpha males strive to keep up their social holding by manifesting their dominant side, Sigma males prefer to be cool. They do not have the skills to be dominating or even to sidetrack an alpha male, but it's challenging to hold them to one's social positioning for long. Another notable thing is, a Sigma male can easily be the center of attention if he intends to be. If he decides that the company he is in is inducing ennui, he will prefer to be in the shadows and the sidelines. He loves to play by his own rules, and often he may best you at your own game. Here's another instance of a Sigma male, a very well-known James Dean. His personality reflected the Sigma traits. It wasn't just his devilishly handsome facial features that drew attention to him. It was the outrageously unconventional attitude that attracted everyone. He further emphasized it with his iconic role in Rebel Without a Cause. Another interesting fact is that Sigma males like to be gifted a certain way. While they'll appreciate any gift you give, they certainly do have an eye on engraved merchandise. Engraved cufflinks, personalized key rings, etc. are all attractive gifts for them. Sometimes the term alt-alpha is used for Sigma males. In these cases, Sigma males are ranked in terms of a more tame version of the alpha, with a leash on the effrontery often displayed by alpha males. This is quite an attractive personality trait. He doesn't care about pleasing or catering to the masses. However, it is not right to think that Sigma males are without flaws. A Sigma male is so motivated and independent that he is often reluctant to settle down in a relationship. He views it as a setback to his own habits of being untethered. Commitment issues in relationships are a little problem faced by the Sigma males. He would rather have a fling than settle down with a wife. Another probable and predictable trait of a Sigma male lies in the fact that he doesn't quite believe in building a tribe. While an alpha male strives to create one and climb to the top of it, Sigma males don't really care for it. They're better off on their own and prefer to let the other male personalities play the games of domination or hierarchy. The term walk away is very inherently associated with the characteristic traits of a Sigma male. Dating a Sigma male. A Sigma male has a certain specific taste in dating. He is intrigued by a good conversationalist. To him, one's personality and intellect are way more charismatic than one's looks. They think hyper-focusing on looks is too superficial. To be blatant, they are biased against too much makeup, brand obsession, etc. He would prefer it if his partner is low-key and harbors an interesting mind. A Sigma male is so independent that he needs too much personal space. Sometimes the need is so great that the emotional need of their partner becomes secondary. This is a sign of neglect, and it is not received very well in relationships. The cautionary point to include here is that they will get annoyed and leave if their partner becomes too possessive or clingy. They can shun anything that can potentially tie them down. A Sigma male loves to have a little challenge or two from his partner to jazz up the relationship. He is not too much for the modern cognition of dating, per se. He likes to be intrigued and surprised through good conversations or facts. One thing to altogether avoid while trying to date a Sigma male is sending out mixed signals. It really irks them. 8 personality traits and habits of a Sigma male. Let's narrow down the personality traits of a Sigma male into 8 characteristic features. 1. Independent. There is no amount of emphasis that can actually explain how important this is to a Sigma male. It is a very central part of their character and cannot be molded into anything else. Their independence is more valuable to them than anything else. A Sigma male will always go for job sectors that allow them to be as independent, experimental, and innovative as they want to be in the workplace. They are indeed problem solvers and efficient workers. Combined with dedication and creativity, it makes a Sigma man a favored choice for any job. However, their high drive to do their own thing is sometimes intimidating and leads to a lack of coordination. They have commitment issues and cannot be anchored and may drift from job to job. They shun social responsibilities and hierarchies. In fact, Sigma males are often found to take long trips on their own. They go far away and often on tech detox tours. They know how to take care of their body and mind and do so efficiently on their own. Even in their personal lives, the loner side of their personality comes to highlight their existence. They will never in their lives display even remotely sycophantic traits. He wants to make it on his own and design his life so he can do this. He is repulsed by the very idea of being normative or a conformist. Nothing is more significant to them than their freedom. Number 2, introspective. A Sigma male is very intuitive and introspective. They're introverts and like to keep themselves to themselves. As much as they are bent towards doing their own thing, they have the zeal to learn. They like to keep their life on a very low-key mode and are never too overt about it. They just want to introspect and innovate. He's often found thinking to himself, "Is this going to make a difference in my life?" He is very zealously driven to get the things that his introspection reveals. His main trait is to do all of this, but away from the spotlight. They like to preserve their privacy and personal space and keep themselves to themselves. They're not one to get too bothered with broadcasting what they think to be right. They barely find any interest in changing the opinions of other people. Their introspection gives them the space to ponder and keep their need for new knowledge alive. They're humbled by it and always seek the same. Despite being overthinkers, they do not appreciate any associated drama. Their ability to think and reflect deeply is also a cherry on the icing in problem solving. Number 3, self-confident. A Sigma male is extremely confident. His confidence is not the dominant extrovert confidence that oozes out and looks to be manifested like an alpha male. His strength lies in his ability to nurture his own being in a way that gives him silent and cool confidence. He knows that he can and will get what he sets his mind to. He is quite approved and liked by people, but this does not mean that he cares for it. A Sigma male could not be bothered less about what the popular opinion is about him. He doesn't have to resort to social validation to feel confident about himself. His confidence gives him the strength to know that even if he doesn't do something conventionally, he can accomplish it better. He is highly confident in his above-average intelligence and in-depth knowledge about things. His high self-worth is a very motivating and contributing factor in his exorbitant amount of self-confidence. 4. Charismatic. Even though a Sigma male is a loner and an introvert, he likes to develop some connections with people he finds attractive or intriguing. His high level of intelligence makes him see that he can make connections despite his reserved attitude. To establish deeper connections, he had to adopt certain social skills. It doesn't mean he dominates his presence in a room. Instead, he captures the attention through his oratory skills. His self-confidence contributes to his charisma. He goes out on a limb to establish connections with the people he likes. He often reaches out to them and even adds a touch of empathy. In this way, he can forge deeper relationships with people. He doesn't usually do it unless he wants to, but a Sigma man can be incredibly charming. They never feel obliged to morph their personality to suit the immediate company they have. Number 5. Breaker of rules. A Sigma male is extremely confident and bent on being unapologetically himself. He sometimes rejects the given rules and norms. However, as charming as it may seem, it's not always a positive trait. There is no doubt that a rebel demeanor is more often a winner than not. It also translates to that he can be a bit of a handful in the job. For this reason, he is often referred to as the troublemaker. He is against the values, morals, and principles imposed by society. He likes to take on other people with a similar mindset. He does things his own way and sometimes can't even acknowledge the problem with it. This is particularly disruptive in the workplace. For this reason, Sigma males often have to shift from one job to another where he can find his required space, peace, and flexibility. It doesn't mean that he gets out of trouble or just gets a pass. In fact, they do get in trouble, but refuse to recognize it or acknowledge where they went wrong. Sometimes it is also said that the Sigma male is even cunning and shrewd at times to get out of these situations. Number 6. All that being said, the 6th characteristic is humility. As confident as a Sigma male is, he does not feel his self-worth threatened when someone tries to teach him something. He is not apprehensive of knowledge or getting more from someone. He does not feel an overt need to be arrogant or condescending. He prefers to be silent if he finds that he doesn't really understand something. In fact, it's one of the more esoteric qualities of a Sigma male. Unlike an alpha who has this persistent need to show that he is the all-in-all, a Sigma man is better off knowing that people give him the recognition and attention he deserves. He doesn't need to ask for it. His self-confidence allows him to focus on his humility. Number 7. Adaptable. A Sigma man is extremely reliable and adaptable to any environment. He has no particular niche and can blend in anywhere. This does not mean that his personality will be affected. Sometimes, his entire gait, body language, blends easily into the situation, but it does not mean a change in his personality. He is never fazed by the question of, "Am I approved?" when he finds himself in a new environment with new people. Number 8. Intelligent. There is no gainsaying that Sigma males are extremely intelligent. In fact, it is often said that their intellect is above average. Sometimes they're even shrewd. However, they have a profound knowledge and like to keep learning new things. Their intellect drives them to keep gathering as much knowledge as they can. This high intelligence makes him connect more on an intellectual level with someone he finds intriguing. In conclusion, these are about all the 8 personality traits often observed in Sigma males. Let's end this with a quote from Rollo Tomasi. "Marry your goals, remain committed to your success, be loyal to your dreams. It's okay to choose yourself." And that aptly sums up the Sigma male. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 9 Keys to Seduce Any Girl, by clicking on the link in the description below.